there's a courage to change yesterday that we have to read. I'm sorry, I didn't have time yesterday to get on here, but this is a really important one. October 29th, Courage to Change. I recently had an argument with someone I care about. He had made all too publicly a few remarks to me about losing weight, and I was less than pleased. Later, when I told him that my feelings were hurt, he insisted he had done nothing wrong, that what he had said to me was true, so I shouldn't take offense. How often I have justified my own unkindness or my interfering where I had no business with that very argument. Too many times, especially during my alcoholic loved one's drinking days. After all, I claimed I was right. Alcohol was ruining our lives, and it was my duty to say so again and again and again. I am learning to let go of my certainty about what other people should do. In Al-Anon, I heard someone put it this way: I can be right or I can be happy. I don't have to make anyone over in my image. With help, I can live and let live. Today's reminder, I'm not an insensitive person, but at times I have justified insensitive behavior by claiming to be right. I can respect another's right to make his or her own choices, even when I strongly disagree. My relationship will improve if I can love myself enough to let other people be themselves. Well, that is big. That's big. The guy told her she was fat and then said, well, it was the truth, so too bad it hurt your feelings, right? So being right. Just because you're right doesn't mean you have to say something. I get a lot of messages. I feel so helpless for these people. One recently was a woman who asked me about her brother. Her brother would not quit drinking and using, and how does she handle it? You don't. He's your brother. He's not your son. It's none of your business. Right? You don't know what your brother needs. You think you do, but you don't. The same with a lot of other people out there. I think the only time it really pertains to you is when you have a kid in your house. And then, really, you don't know what your kid needs to do. You don't. You think you do. You know what you want him to do, right? But you really don't know. That's where the frustration comes in, is the powerlessness of that. But what you do know is what you'll allow in your house, right? So you set up your home and your rules. I'm doing a book on this right now about how to set up your home to save your home, your marriage, your other children, while you have an alcoholic child in the house, right? How do you do that? Otherwise, a grown adult, when I talk to a parent and they tell me about their son or daughter, and they're just, they're so upset, and oh my God, I don't know how to help, and this is happening and that's happening. And I say, how old is he? 48. 48? This is none of your business. He's a grown man. She's a grown woman. Consequences. The only thing you can do is take care of yourself. Now, if they come to you and they want help, you can help them research based on what resources they have. You can help them just like you'd help anyone else. How to find a treatment center, how to find a doctor, how to find an AA meeting. Do you go with them? No. Can you drop them off at the door? Yes. Right? So there's some things you can do, and it's all you. You can only control yourself and your reactions. Right? You cannot control someone else. You do not know what someone else needs to do. You may be right, and it still doesn't matter. People need to do what they need to do. You need to get out of the way. You're stopping their process. I know this is hard. And just because you're right doesn't mean it needs to be said out loud. Okay? So try to detach. If you want to have a great weekend this weekend, let's practice this. Detach. Don't respond. Listen. Even when someone asks you a question, hey, did you hear that Susie is blah, 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 down on the corner? Stop. Pause. Don't say anything. Listen. Let them continue. Don't have to say anything. Don't have to respond. Don't have to fix it. Just listen. Watch the show. Don't be the show. If you like this video, all my Courage to Change are on YouTube. So go to YouTube and subscribe, and you'll get notified whenever I do a Courage to Change or any other video on recovery. Have a great day.